Tami sinks the Titanic. I am Milton, son of a carpenter, married dad, a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers, Mom Marianne. I am the son of a carpenter, I get to tell parables. And this is my Tommy parable series about Tommy, the no-arm Chinese fella. How'd he get to be missing both arms? He was being blindly obedient. They love that in the streets in general, but particularly in the Oriental streets, the Chinese unseen business. His boss Wu gave him a test of loyalty, a management test. He told him to stick his right arm into a running wood chipper. Tommy's always been blindly obedient. He's Chinese. He slowly fed that right arm in. Lefty, the left arm, saw what was going on with righty, the right arm, and jumped off, leaving Tommy with no arms but a promotion. Wu gave him a whole lot of folks to boss around. He's management now. He also won his girlfriend's heart. He's always been scaly. He always talks with a hoarse lisp. He likes to stick his tongue out a lot. If you know the Chinese streets, they've been sticking their tongue out at the rest of the world for many, many millennia. Now that he's missing both arms, he does a very mean snake dance. He snaked his way in between Rhea, his girlfriend, and whoever she was dancing with at the snake pit. Go figure, it's a popular dance club somewhere here in LA. He's been there ever since. He's living at his house, and this is where this occurs. It's one of those dream kind of things. And Tommy has always bragged to everybody about how his great-great-grandpa sank the Titanic. Oh, Rhea has had more than enough of that. She hears it again and again. His AA meeting at the bar, Tommy's AA meeting at the bar. They're tired of hearing about it. Amputees Anonymous. And all of his new employees, they're tired of hearing it already. But he tells it anyway, and he has a dream. In the middle of the night, he is his grandpa. He's got his arms back. Oh yeah, this is my funny Tommy parable, my funny Tommy cartoon even. About Tommy, the no-arm Chinese fella. Oh, nice shadow. Who ended up missing both his arms, yeah. I'm trying to get more of the immaculate department in these videos, but I got to keep it clean. The couch, I need to clear it off and all of that. Let me tell you about Jessica and Christine, a minute parable. One of my shirt off night, these girls. I do them just about every night. Shirt off nightly. Oh, it's a laminating day. I'm going to finish up my laminations and show you what I've laminated. As I tell you about Tommy being his grandpa. But yes, first, Jessica and Christine have been out on the ocean. And now they are back at their apartment. And Jessica has a bottle in her hand. It's on the table in front of her. And Christine says, "Do you really think that bottle's been out in the ocean for over a century now?" Oh, I'm not sure of the exact date, so somewhere around a century. And Jessica holds up the bottle and she says, "It sure looks like it has been." Then she reads what was written on the note in the bottle again. "We have seen some small boats powered by motors and driven by Oriental men. They've been circling the Titanic like sharks. And my husband says he fears this is one of those things where everyone hears about a tragedy and someone calls out, "Oh my God, what have the Chinese done?" I think he's kidding, he's joking, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to toss this bottle into the ocean. Remember, when you hear that siren, check and post in 5, 424-229-4140. Make that video, whatever you get when you don't get me, John Melton Brady. That's the serious part about everything. My cartoon Tami here, my parables, my funny Son of a Carpenter Mary stuff, my serious Carpenter Mary stuff, my mean stuff, my fire and brimstone. You don't have to worry about till you flat line, you see that bright light. Then you got an eternity of it. Everything, consider it until you talk to me in person. Consider everything attention getting to get you to pick up that phone and check your lifeline. Make a video of America's hijacked lifelines. 424-229-4140. I've been asking for checks of America's lifelines for over a decade now, and I have yet to get one. That's a lot of man's censorship conducted without fear of being covered by the evening news. We the people must be the evening news to do that. Post and repost these files, post and repost any of my 93 check videos or my imagery. And tell everyone, whatever boring thing you get when you're trying to call Melton, John Melton Brady, whatever boring thing you get, it's not going to be boring if you need the firemen, the police, or the paramedics. It's money out of your pocket every day. Phone ringing, error message, busy signal. You get to leave a message, I don't get it, you don't show up on my caller ID, my call log, my call records. Yes, some of you out there can get those call records, make a video of all police stations' phones, all fire stations' phones, all military bases worldwide. Make that video, post that video, whatever you get when you don't get me. Those who are hijacking America's lifelines are worried enough about that to alter phone records to cover that up. But when you've got the video of it, timestamp on your phone, number dialed, whoever's in the room there with you, make a video of your hijack call to me right now. Turn around, let them make the video, check and post in just 5 minutes. Make the video, post the video, your phones, a lot of phones will post videos nowadays. Just about every phone makes a video. I've got a free California Lifeline phone, 213-675-2138, because I'm poor. Well, you got lots of qualifications for it, but no, not one call through that. I don't have it on all the time because, oh, here it is on the Semper Fi World Trade Center fire engine. It's underneath my number that I pay every month for. See that phone as every child in America's lifeline in front of you? See that military base's phone? See that fire station's phone? See that police station's phone? As every child in America's lifeline. Make that video. Every citizen in America's lifeline. Make that video of whatever you get when you don't get me and post it. Then come see me in person. Yes, I want to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. When you can't call me by phone and tell me what you believe, doesn't have to be anything here in church. You can't ask me what I mean by Jesus' immaculate house. Yes, that is religious censorship. Religious censorship that places a cowardly Hussein in a White House. It's a religious name, guys. It's Muslim. Right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins. Didn't look right. Of course, we don't go by names. We do go by you trying to call me for a decade with a 911 Flight 93 check and not getting one. Me not getting one. You not knowing when else your phone won't be allowed to work, and I guarantee you guys, if that phone is not allowed to work because you're a Christian or because you're in the wrong part of town or the wrong city, you go to the wrong church, you not the big name in your business, whatever the reason is, if your phone's not allowed to work, when you need the firemen, police, paramedics, I guarantee you it's going to be just as newsworthy as me asking for a 93 check for over a decade and not getting one. So make that video, post and repost those vibes. You hear a siren coming down the street, take out your phone, see how quick you can be. You got to be under a minute to get it on Instagram. Twitter, I think, is also short. YouTube, you can stretch out a little bit. Hear a siren? Check your family's lifeline. Try to call Milton. Make sure it is allowed to work all the time by trying to call him right now. He's been asking for 93 checks for a decade. He has yet to get one. That's a lot of managed censorship conducted without fear of being covered by the evening news. We, the people, must be the evening news. You call me up in front of every network news anchor we got, every reporter we got, every mayor, governor, senator, anyone in the public eye. Make that video, post that video. And as I say every once in a while, ask and answer Jesus' question. Is Barack Hussein Obama a terrorist? If your phone is not working right now, as you try to call me, it's a legitimate question. So that's very obvious stuff. They had a lot of choices right after 9/11. If they had a lot of choices to place in the highest office in the world, they chose that. Speaks volumes. We the people must take America back. Make that video, whatever you get when you don't get me, post it. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, 100 more. Now back to my funny Tami parable, where Tommy's having that dream of being his grandpa. Oh, staged events, making sure things happen a certain way. Gene pools full of folks, that's our fun fiction. You can call it my attention getting stuff. That's serious as anything when you pick up your phone, you can't talk to me. That's your family's lifeline not working, and yeah, it's going to be just as newsworthy. If you need the firemen, police, paramedics, then you get that. But yeah, gene pools, a whole lot of folks who look alike. Taking turns being one person or many people worldwide, not just someone famous you might expect, like a celebrity or mayor or governor, but yeah, your next door neighbor or something. Making sure something happens a certain way. Oh, we want so-and-so to be at a party. Can you go over there and you know him? Tell him to come on over to the party on Saturday night. Yeah, it's a staged event. It's making sure something happens. Be it just in one room with a couple of people, or a stadium full, or city full, or country full of people. It's our fun fix, and pick up your phone, make a video. Consider your street resume. It's not going to make it to even news unless, of course, it's supposed to be there. In that case, you darn sure better be making those videos. Because the top of our fictional streets is very mean. But yes, everything you see on TV, movies, the news, tells you that you're not reaching me by phone, mail, or internet. Not one 93 check in a decade of asking certified mail about the 93 checks. No FedEx, no UPS, no private carrier. Not one in a decade of asking. Everything says that should be news. Tell those network news anchors that everything is fake news compared to your family's lifeline not working and you not knowing when else it won't be allowed to work. Now I better get going because I'm trying to keep these short. So I'll try to finish up and I'll show you my eyes. Yes, genetic carpentry. Slowly but surely changing the eyes from brown to blue. Well, it's very painful. The chains with the muscles, bones, organs. That's why I'm in the wheelchair. But let me get to my Tommy, and I'll get to that at the very end, hopefully. Tommy's asleep, tossing and turning, kicking Rhea. Because he's having a very active dream. He's stealing some binoculars as it starts. Yeah, if you're gonna sink a ship, you gotta steal everyone's binoculars. No, this isn't I watched the documentary. They set sail without binoculars, going through iceberg-infested waters. So Tommy's busy, however that was done, stealing binoculars, stays event. But then he's on a motorboat, and I don't know, maybe they had a whole lot of small motorboats back then, but for sure the streets, the unseen business had those kind of motorboats. And yes, like my short parable about Jessica and Christine, and that lady who tossed the bottle over the side of the Titanic. They're circling like sharks, and that's Tommy. He's making sure everything's happening according to the way it's supposed to. Oh, I eliminated these. Saved all but 5. And I started my video. He's doing that, and Woo's in the dream. He tells him that his boss, that the iceberg is off course. So Tommy has to, speed that speedboat up to the iceberg, a little bit ahead of the Titanic, and drill a nice thing in to connect the cable, and tows that iceberg into position. And Rhea, gets woken up as Tommy's tossing and turning and doing all kinds of stuff in his sleep, and she goes back to sleep, and she looks up again, and Tommy's at the edge of the bed, the foot of the bed. He's leaning forward as far as he can. And she says, "Tommy, don't do that. You're going to fall over. You're going to fall off the bed." And Tommy screams out. He's on a light bulb. He's on the motorboat, excuse me. And he's up at the front, and he's leaning forward, and he says, "I'm the king of the world." Yeah, there's a reference to some mean fire and brimstone stuff about listening to the great wall of evil, don't follow in their footsteps, but I won't go into that. Tommy, he does fall over, and he wakes up, and Rhea, go to get an ice pack for his head. She puts him in his nice big recliner out in the living room there, and he falls asleep again. She puts that ice pack on his head, and of course he's in the icy waters. He was spinning around to make sure the Titanic was right there on course, and he ran right into it, and he sunk, and it's of course very cold. Melon, I'm going to show you my eyes and hopefully end around 20 minutes here. Well, these are the 4x6 photo driver's license size, credit card, debit card kind of stuff. They're very readable in case the phone is not the best light. Most of them are very readable. And these aren't readable enough. The 2x4x6 print. I hope to get my contact up on one of my Google Drives. But yeah, see my contact, think yours, and yeah, if you want it, you're going to have to come see me in person, because the devil's stealing your call. Stealing both our livelihoods, guys. When you get that boring thing with 1,000 other customers, yeah, that's your Gates livelihood. So Gates and Google and Spectrum and Walmart can get the business when you should have it. You're the best. Whoever's a big name in your business. Remember, you got to be a video pioneer. Tell that joke you got perfectly just once. You never have to tell it again. goes for the serious stuff, what you believe. Make that video of whatever you get when you don't get me, that serious stuff. Post it. Now, if you're a doctor, come see me in person. Once you make a video of your lifeline, your patient's lifeline not working, your family's lifeline. Here's the eye from about 9 years ago, and I got a photo of this that I designed, and I got the image itself. It looks a little lighter on the computer screen, but it's still about the same color as my, I hope to get printed out with the next photos. I just got everything, almost everything from last month, ready to roll. This is from way things were most of my life before the eyes started changing in 1996, and I could see a little bit of difference. Just like if you look right there, you can see a little bit of lighter color, but it wasn't as pronounced as the smaller brown hair eyes are 5 years ago. And I'm going to show you what they look like now with my flashlight. Make that video of America's Hijacked Lifelines, post it, and come see me in person. You see someone besides me in my changing eyes in those 24,000 plus examples of my work. Graphic art photos like this. Everything you see on my chest, everything you see on the tabletop back there is part of those 24,000 and growing each month. Print me up. Come see me in person to be in this imagery. That's the devil stealing your opportunity to be in Melton's imagery. That's a little wider than it seemed like this morning. Let me move my hand, maybe that's it. But now it seems a little lighter. The brown part, the center there, can be more or less white or more brown, depends on the day. And yes, the smaller browner circles around that are the old eyes where the old eyes were. The new eyes are bigger. At times the eyelids will kind of lift up a little bit and drop down a little bit, I think, because of that. Come see me. Have Will Travis show me the perfect place to build. Jesus is a Immaculate House. Best people to start building with. And if we're going to some nice island to do that, yeah, make sure there are plenty of light bulbs, because you know those Chinese, the Great Wall of Evil, excuse me. Call it whatever you want, call it Eskimo evil. But remember to make a video of it. That's fact. That's your family's lifeline not working, not knowing when else it won't be allowed to work. Come tear down the Great Wall of Evil and let's get started on Jesus' Immaculate House. I call it Jesus' Immaculate House. You can call it an opportunity house if you want. It's opportunity for folks from all kinds of backgrounds, all over the world, to build a better world. Or did I not switch? I'll show you what I'm going to put on. It's opportunity for all kinds of folks from all kinds of backgrounds to build a better world. Oh, here's a nice 2-door 4x6 print card. See my contact, think your contact. Come see me in person, get it. Whatever you want to call it, you can call it an opportunity house if you want, but yeah, I have to put Jesus' Immaculate House in there because it's in the fine print, and there will be a test at the end. Tear down the Great Wall of Evil. Let's get started building those 1,000 points of light to inspire the future and the present to greatness with. Whatever you might call it.